He's good. He's standing.
Welcome to Soccer As We Like It, the Man United direction. Man United 1, Norwich 0, Week 16 EPL. Rangnick's third game in charge, and this is the post-match analysis. Today we are joined with Kenneth representing UK. Kenneth, welcome to the show, brother.
Hello.
And we have Adam representing Australia. How are you, Adam?
Yeah, good, mate. Good.
Good. Now, we all saw this game. I don't know what people were expecting. It wasn't the best, but it's 3 points. Kenneth, what was your take on this game, brother?
Yeah, I think basically what you said is essentially what it is. We take the W and just move on. Performance was absolutely woeful, but like you said, we just take the 3 points and move on. The performance was absolutely shocking. It reminded me of when Ollie was in charge. Exactly the same thing. There was no cohesion. There was no plan. Passing was lethargic, and it was just back to the old habits. The players didn't look like they looked like they didn't know what they were doing. But yeah, we won the game. I know everyone's banging on about clean sheets, but we just need to thank David De Gea because Norwich could have scored 3 goals. Any other team in the league, and we would have definitely lost that game, or at best drawn the game.
I hear you, brother. Adam, what was your take on this game, mate?
Yeah, look, I was frustrated right through the game. I think it was quite irritating at times, and again, like there was De Gea's 200th clean sheet, which is good, and he well deserved, that's for sure. I thought McTominay was all right, was very good today, and Fred again. But that front third, it was very poor. We got into positions to score at times, and we just wanted to do that extra pass. But to me, like I saw Sancho today, he was running. I didn't know what position Sancho was playing today. I thought he was running right.
I don't think a lot of us knew where anyone was playing today, mate.
Yeah, he was running right across the pitch. Look, I understand if you're playing on the right-hand side and you come to the middle, but at one stage I saw him getting to the other side as well. So I don't know what part of the game that was or what tactics that was, but I don't know. It didn't really work for me. But I thought Maguire was, again, how that bloke is getting picked week in, week out. It's only because of the price tag and they want him to turn up, but he's definitely not turning up, that's for sure. But look, again, you got to take the 3 points and run, and just move on to midweek. I think
you got Brentford.
I'm just glad, Ollie wasn't at the wheel because holy shit, he would have copped some stick for that performance, that's for sure.
It looked like he was the way we were playing.
You know what I mean, right?
Oh, was that? Look, the weather was terrible as well. Yes. So you probably got to take that into consideration as well. So, and then you got Lindelof coming off. So midweek's probably Baye and Maguire start. So
that's probably better because against Brentford, where you've got the likes of Ivan Toney and Mbuma or something like that. I can't remember what his name is. The guy that scored the winning goal on Friday night. These guys are physical, and if you having Lindelof and Maguire there would probably expose, leave us a little bit exposed. So
I'm thinking Maguire's getting more exposed than Lindelof, but these days.
Well, it looks like
I think. Go on, Ken. Finish what you were saying.
Yeah, it looks like I can't disagree with what you're saying, but I just think. I mean, with Maguire, he does have some good qualities. Obviously, he needs to improve. But in terms of bringing out the ball, passing out the back, he does that really well. It's just the defensive side of things that he needs to get his act together.
Did you see how he got out jumped for that header that the guy had
that
to
was
make?
shocking.
That was shocking, mate.
That was 6'1", 6'5". That was 2 or 3 times in the game.
Yeah, he mistimed the jump.
His footwork's terrible.
It's terrible, yeah. That's what I'm saying. Defensively, he's got to work on it,
But he's been like this 3 years under, 2 years under United, and we're seeing this. I used to say this. We used to blame the guy. We used to blame Lindelof. We know Lindelof gets bullied off the ball. We know Lindelof is not as
It's not
physically
good
as
in the air.
strong
Yeah.
as Maguire. But on the ball, on pace is quicker. But this guy is stronger, taller, and physically bigger. And yet he's the one who gets out-jumped most. I don't get that part.
Yeah, he just needs to time his jump. I think the coaching staff will have to teach him. Well, he's got
80 million tell you he shouldn't have to be.
Exactly. You're right. I can't disagree with you. And this is it. I mean, he hasn't got long to go. I mean, he's got to prove himself now, because another manager is looking, and I'm sure Ralph's looking at him and thinking, you've got to improve. So after 10 games, if he's still like this, then heads will have to roll. Do you know what I mean?
He's been 2 games in a row, hasn't he? He started the last 2 games in a row. And
yeah, he'll always start.
After
like
Boy's
said,
had a good game. So
yeah, he'll always start because of this price tag. He'll always start. Yeah.
I think I'm not trying to be biased against Maguire. Since the Leicester game, it's been downhill. It's been one mistake after the next, from Leicester to Liverpool to City to Watford. And the reason I highlight him, he's the captain. He should lead and organize that defense. And yet he makes the more mistakes than anyone else in that back line.
Yeah, and correct. He's not a leader, though.
Play him, or they kept playing him and playing him. Like, bro, this guy needs to be dropped. But it's like Ranić is like, I'm the captain, I got to play. No, we don't need to play him. If he's off form, he's off form.
That is true. I think giving him the armband actually makes him play worse. I think he needs to be stripped off that and just let him, because he needs to focus on his game. Right now, he's trying to be a captain and trying to perfect his game and get rid of all these errors. He needs to focus on what his bread and butter, which is defending.
Right.
Get that sorted, and then get the captain's armband off him, because that's not helping him, I don't think.
I'm going to run through the players, and I need you guys to give me a score out of 10. I'm going to start with Adam. DEGEA today.
Oh, he's a 9. But clean sheet, 200's clean sheet. And he saved our asses again. We should have been 3-0 down before we got the penalty. So, again, you've got to give him 9 out of 10. Or how do you give him a 10 out of 10? Like, do you give him 10 out of 10 for a clean sheet?
No.
You're 100%. 10 man of the match performance again.
Yep.
Yeah. So, I'll give him 10 out of 10.
Ken?
Yeah, I'll give him a 9. Yeah. Definitely. I think keeping a clean, he's obviously saved us a couple of times. So, yeah, definitely a 9.
Right. Well on with Ken. Delo.
Yeah, go on, Adam.
Delo. Yeah, you've got to look. I don't think he had to do much down that right-hand side, but he did make a couple of really good blocks in the box. He did make a couple of really good blocks there in the center of the box. And this is what I'm talking about, Maguire. Like, he's supposed to be in the center of the box, and Delo's coming into that area. And, I can't just blame Maguire there. Lindelof's supposed to be there as well. And he's actually sprinted across to make the block. So, no, I think he's had a pretty good game. I'm a fan of Delo, so I'm probably a little bit biased. So I'd probably give him maybe a 7.
Okay, Ken.
Yeah.
Delo.
Yeah, I think Delo, I'll probably give him a 6. He huffed and puffed, didn't really do anything going forward. He had a shot when he cut in and shot straight at the keeper. Going forward, didn't offer much, which is why, and that was the reason why we all wanted him to start over AWB, Wan-Bissaka. So I'll give him a 6.
Adam. Telles.
I thought Telles was quite poorish today. There was a ball that De Gea played out to him, and he, instead of moving to the ball, he waited for it to bounce, and that was shocking. It was amateurish at best.
Yeah.
And I know it's raining, so you should be hitting that ball on the full, not waiting for it to bounce, because it'll just skid like it did. So I'm going to get. I've given Delo a 7, but I'll be giving him 5.5, 6. I didn't think it was good at all.
Right. Ken.
Yeah, I'll have to agree with Adam there. I'll give him a 6 as well. He had the the free kick that hit the post, but that was deflected as well. Didn't really get any crosses in today, which was the most disappointing thing. Him and Dallo, that was the whole point. You know, against Crystal Palace, they all bombed for, maybe because we were playing at home. But this is, remember, I don't know if you remember, Tim, but I've always stressed this. We need to start dominating games. We shouldn't have to play well because we're playing at Old Trafford. We should go. That's, if you look at Liverpool, Chelsea, Man City, they, regardless of what stadium it is, they'll play exactly the same way. They'll tell you, look, this is how we're going to play football. Can you deal with it? We always seem to, and that's the criticism that Oli had, because he was always adjusting. Oh, we're away from home. Let's give them, sit tight.
We were always giving everyone possession, home and away.
Get forward at every opportunity, get some crosses in, get Ronaldo and Bruno, Rashford on the ball. So, he did okay. I'll give him a 6 as well.
Let's go to the centre backs. Let's move on. Lindelof, give me a score. Adam.
Yeah, I'm going to give him a 6 as well.
6 for
Lindelof. Lindelof a 6 because once we get to Maguire.
Ken Lindelof.
Yeah, 6 as well. He huffed and puffed. It was he got tight, did his job well. Yeah, steady 6.
All right, Maguire, Adam.
Mate, I'm giving him a 4. I can't get over him. He's been killing me for a while, and I just want a manager to step up and just throw him onto the bench. I just want to, and not just for a rest, but for a spell. He's got to come back.
Be hard. He has to be injured.
Last season he played all right. This season he hasn't even been close. Hasn't been close. And today, header over the top of him, and it wasn't just once; it was 2 or 3 times. So, yeah. And he's putting De Gea under unnecessary pressure.
Yeah,
all the time.
Yeah.
And
making him do extra work. Yeah.
Again, he got stuck on the ball when there was a bit of pressure. He gave De Gea another suicide ball that he had to get rid of pretty quick. And it's poor. It's amateurish at best at times. His footwork's terrible.
Oh,
I gotta give him a 4. He's lucky he doesn't get a 3
on that footwork.
Only because we won. I'll give him a 4, and it was a clean sheet.
Ken Maguire.
Yeah, I'll give him a 5 because we kept a clean sheet. Like I said, that jump, he needs to fix that, because if that any other player, if that was an attacker, that would have definitely gone in. Because he was looking at the ball. You
know what I mean?
He timed he saw the ball, timed it. He just didn't time the jump. He timed everything else, but the jump is the crucial part of it. If you miss the jump, that you may as well not look at the ball.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you know what I mean? Because if you have jumps, there's nothing you could do.
But he consistently does that on corners as well. Like, how many chances does he get on corners to head a ball and misses? You know what I mean? Like,
exactly. When we signed Maguire, I was like, okay, yeah, at least we're going to start scoring from
at least 7 goals a season from him.
Set pieces. Yeah, because remember, before that, we had Smalling, who was shocking in the air. Mike Smalling. We had, who else was there? And Jones and do you know what I mean? These guys we weren't scoring from set pieces.
Mm-mm.
With Maguire, they called him, he's got this tag called, name called the Slabhead. He was meant to be very good in the air. But we haven't. He's not scoring from set pieces. He's not defending from set pieces.
He gives you out of 40 games, probably gives you 2 goals. The most.
Yeah. Even the free kick on the back post, that free kick, there's a free kick. I think the player may have been offside because they didn't show the offside call.
Right.
But even on that, he couldn't defend that. There was one stage there in the back line. I think Delay was on the right. You had Lindelof and Maguire both in the middle, and there was a player that split Lindelof and Delay. And there was no communication for that player to receive, for someone to pick up there. Delay would have had 2 players at one stage. There's just no communication going on there at all.
That's the problem. The leadership there in the organisation. So let's move to...
Maguire is a terrible communicator. He does not
Very
communicate at all.
No, he doesn't.
You know,
that's why a lot of people don't want it to be.
But to be fair, no one in the team communicates. All you see is Bruno pointing. He does. That's not
Ronaldo complaining.
You've got to tell people. You got to give his. Yeah, Ronaldo moaning.
You have the Portuguese duo. Right. Yeah. Let's move to the midfield. McTominay.
Yeah, I thought McTominay was really good today. He broke up a lot of play.
Yeah,
and
conceded a lot of free kicks.
He was very good. Sorry,
conceded a lot of free kicks, and I think didn't he get a yellow? I get it.
He was under the pump. Look, that yellow card was harsh. That yellow card I thought was poor. Look, and McTominay had to work overtime today to keep us in the game. So he's bound to
because
our
forwards weren't doing anything. Our forwards were lazy. There was not tracking or pressing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I thought he was very good. I'd give him upwards of 7.5 for sure.
7.5.
Today.
Okay. What are you giving McTominay?
Yeah, I think I'll give him a 7. I think he had a good game. Like Adam said, he broke up play. It's just in the long term, I don't think he's the long-term solution for us if we're going to stick to that 2 in midfield. Because I think on the ball he's not that great, but he's a good spoiler. But just on the ball, he needs to do better. Yeah, his distribution.
I thought he actually came forward all right today. He came forward.
He did. I mean, he set up that chance.
He did bring that ball forward
into the box very well.
Yeah, he did set up that chance for Ronaldo. So
it wasn't an assist.
But I just think going forward, Adam, do you think he deserves to play week in, week out? Like, considering the size,
you've got to consider who's going to come in for him too. Who's going to come in for him? Because Donny really hasn't taken his chance, has he?
Oh, I'm even thinking buying someone good, someone like.
I think we need to buy someone for sure. But at this stage, we haven't got anyone, so it'd be interesting to see if we do purchase someone in January. But being that we bought so much in the last transfer, I don't think we will. It's not often we do. So,
right, Fred.
Yeah, Adam. I thought Fred went well again today. Yeah, and my biggest issue today, probably with the midfield, was not keeping the ball.
Yes,
that was probably my biggest issue today. You know, and that's where it starts. If you keep the ball in the midfield, then you build from that. And I didn't think we did that well. Yeah, I'd still give Fred. I didn't think Fred was that bad. I actually thought he was good again. So I mean, he didn't play probably as well as McTominay, because Fred actually gets the chance to go forward probably a bit more than McTominay underran him. So I'd probably give him maybe a 6.5.
6.5. Ken?
Yeah. It's an interesting point from Adam about, our midfielders keeping the ball, because that was the one thing I was happy with when Rangnick came in and he was like, we need to have control in the game. And that's why I was so disappointed with Rangnick today, because I thought that his philosophy was to make sure that we pass the ball in midfield, and if people are not doing it, shout at them or change it or take them off, because we did not keep the ball today.
No, the subbing wasn't good today, was it?
Yeah,
we had an extra sub up our sleeve and we didn't use it.
Yep, we lost that shape quite a lot of times.
Right,
and I think Norwich, if they were high in confidence, if they were mid-table,
and if the game wasn't as good as he was, I think we'd have lost that game 2 or 3.
Yeah, easily.
Right.
So I'll give Fred. I'll give him a 6. Yeah,
6. Right. Let's move to Bruno. Adam.
Bruno, mate, he's another one. But I mean, look, Donny. If you're going to bring Donny in for Bruno, Donny has to do a lot better. He has to do a lot better. As much as everyone wants him to play.
3 minutes, guy? It was only 3 minutes plus injury time, 5 minutes.
Yeah, no, I'm not just talking about today. I'm talking about previous games for him as well. I don't think he's really taken on that Bruno role. So, but today, in saying that, I think Donny really could have started today. We're talking bottom of the league table.
I kind of not think he was. Probably against Norwich, he should have started. I would have.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Against Norwich, I think he could start, and then you bring
Bruno
could have brought Bruno into the game. Because we weren't playing the best. Bruno could have been at the midway point of the game, he could have came in and probably settled things down a little bit.
Yes,
If there was one criticism of probably the manager today, I thought his subbing was a little bit poor.
It was. And the in-game management as well.
But on Bruno,
I'm going to kind of like giving benefit of that because it's still early days. Let him.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. But if we're rating players, you've got to rate a manager.
You have to, exactly.
You'll have your time to rate him. Don't worry, he's coming. Yeah. So let's.
I'm talking about Bruno. Bruno, I reckon I'd probably give him. I can't give him more than 5.5. Really, I thought he wasn't good.
That's justified
because he's part of that front third.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Ken.
Yeah, I'll give Bruno a 4 today. I thought he was woeful. I thought his in-game management, his ball retention was terrible. He lost the ball quite a lot of times.
Many times, mate.
He's always trying to do
too, wasn't he?
He's always trying to do this cross-field pass that never works. Dude, just keep it easy. Pass and go. Give it. That's what you do as a number 10. He's not even a number 10. He's just a forward. But at least look after the ball. The ball's like your baby.
He loses the ball
your baby.
Too much.
Look after your baby. Do you know what I mean? He lost possession a lot of times. Almost cost us a goal. So, yeah, I'll give him a 4.
Oh, wow. That was low. Right. Let's go to the front three. Let's start with... Let's go with Sancho. Adam.
Yeah, I was really confused with Sancho's. I thought he was okay, but it was a lot of sideways running from him today. I just, when I saw him go from one side of the pitch to the other, I don't understand that. I understand maybe coming in as I don't know, with the new gen, they call it a false 9 or whatever it is, and But yeah, I found it very confusing from Sancho. I like when he's running at players. I just feel if he's running from one side of the pitch to the other, then that leaves Delot stranded. Yes. At least if you're gonna make the run inside, be that 1-2 option, but another player has to come in and replace Sancho where he is, and that just wasn't there for me today. I've got to say, the front third were very poor. I've gone and given Bruno a 5.5. So, yeah, I've got to say probably a 5 for Sancho.
Ken?
Yeah, I'll give Sancho a 5 as well because Sancho is a footballer. He likes to do what Bruno should be doing. Pass the ball and move. Look to get it back. Look to cut in a few, shimmy here and there, pass to get some crosses in. But I don't know. I think the system at the moment, he's still trying to get used to the system. So it didn't quite work out for him today. But at least he didn't give away the ball that much. But I would have liked him to have pressed a little bit more.
Right.
Because I don't think he pressed enough as he's capable of doing today. So yeah, I'll give him a 5.
Before we go to the next player, that's one big point today. I don't think we pressed much at all today.
Exactly. That's what it was like. All over again.
Yeah,
passive.
There was no pressing at all today. I can't remember.
That is what a lot of fans complained about. There was no energy.
Yeah. There was no energy. It was like Oli again. Let's just wait. And I saw something that really frustrated me when I don't know if you guys noticed it. There was a point when someone gave the ball to Bruno and Bruno passed it, and that I think it was Telles. He was trying to get the ball.
That was
moving.
On the left-hand side.
Yeah. And Bruno was like, calm. I was like, why are you telling him to calm down?
Yeah.
We need urgency. We need we need that urgency going.
Yeah.
And you're like, calm down. Because the slower it is with the smaller teams, when you slow the ball, slow your passing down, it gives them the opportunity to, organize themselves, set up 2 banks of 4, and then it's difficult to break them down. You've got to move it quick, So, yeah.
Right, Rashford, Adam.
Yeah, I thought Rashford was trying. One thing that frustrates me with Rashford is he's offside. And he plays up on that line. He's got that much pace. I don't understand why he plays that high on the line. You could arc his run so much better. Look, he got him behind a fair few times. But, I've got to give him a 5 as well.
5. Okay. Ken, Rashford.
I'll give him a 3. I thought he was disgraceful today.
That's a bit harsh, mate.
No, seriously, he's been doing this consistently. He's been consistently bad. Against Arsenal, he was woeful. The only good thing he did was that as the assist for Ronaldo for the second goal. He's not.
He's been poor. Since his comeback, he's been
terrible over a long period of time. I'm talking even from last season. He doesn't retain the ball. He does this stupid thing where he gets the ball. He tries to take on 7 players, hoping for a ricochet without no plan. He does it consistently.
He's shot as well. The shot today. Like he's outside the 18-yard box and there's 2 players in front of him and he hits the shot. Just rebuild.
It's like running through a brick wall, hoping that the brick wall will go down and let you through. It's not going to happen. There's 7 players. Pass the ball. Do something with it. So, yeah, he lost the ball a lot of times today. Didn't press, didn't cover, didn't do anything. He just ran around, and I think the only thing was his pace. It was just a threat. That was it. Apart from his pace, he was just average. So, yeah, I'll give him a 3. Yeah.
Let's go to Ronaldo. Adam.
Well, the only thing that saved Ronaldo today was he bagged the goal, got the penalty as well. That's what saved him today because
and that goalkeeper is a very great penalty stopper. I'll tell you that.
Yeah,
you saw the way he's trying to go. Try. You see, he does that half the time. He does that. He walks away from the goal. He comes back. He's doing all this to psych you out. Ronaldo's looking at him like, when you're ready.
In your own time.
He always plays well against us too, their keeper.
When he was at Newcastle,
yeah.
So what are you giving Ronaldo?
I'm gonna give him a 5 as well because he did score. I'm not gonna give him any higher than that.
Yeah. I would say if I come into the Ronaldo's one, there were only 2 things Ronaldo did right today. When he had that ball, he cut it, then he took the shot. The keeper did a great save. The penalty. Other than those 2 chances, those 2 opportunities, he was poor.
See, I think he should have shot straight away.
Time.
I don't think.
Yeah, 100%.
But you see, I think he thought if I shoot, that guy was sliding in, coming in. So he thought the guy's going to block. So he said, all right, let me come in. I see what he was trying to do.
Yeah, I see it. But
when he cut in, another defender.
And then he cut in again. Yeah. So he cut in once and then he cut in again
then shot on the left side.
Yeah.
So what do you give Ronaldo?
I'll give him a 5 as well. I think if he wasn't for the,
I don't think more than maximum would be a 6, but 5 is.
Yeah, because he lost the ball a lot of times. And remember when he tried to take on when he got the centre back injured, when he tried to take him on and realized, oh, oops, I'm 36, I can't run anymore. And then he fell on him, and the poor guy dislocated his shoulder. But yeah, he was trying to do things, some flicks that wasn't really coming off, and
But what makes it worse today is Norwich were out with a fair few players with COVID, and you know the one player, the captain, went off as well today. You know, so there's no excuses really for today.
Right, let's go to the subs. Mason Greenwood. What are you giving him, Adam? Let's go.
Yeah, I actually thought Mason should have come on for Ronaldo. You know, I
would have taken Mason off from Rashford.
Yeah,
Rashford. Sorry, Rashford. Yeah,
because Rashford was dreadful. And I agree with Ken. He was poor. Rashford really was poor. The front 3, as bad as they were today, Rashford was the worst of the bunch.
Yeah, but he was the worst before, hasn't it? It's happened before. We've thought Rashford should have come off, and he stays on.
Yeah, they always take off Sancho.
They always take off Sancho. You know, I don't know. I don't know why they. I don't know. Mason didn't really do much. He didn't really do much. I'll give him a 5 as well.
5.
He didn't do much. He wasn't involved in the game at all.
Mason?
Yeah, steady 5. Didn't do much. Yeah, didn't do too bad. Didn't do anything great. So yeah, steady 5.
Right. While I'm with you, Ken, Bailly.
Steady 5 again. You know, didn't have enough
time. He did block one shot.
One shot. But yeah,
he also
needs to be careful with those shots because it could have ricocheted and gone into the net.
He used his thigh.
Yeah, because remember in the Champions League against Young Boys, he had one as well where he flicked it over and he went over.
Yeah.
Do you remember that? Yeah. That was so he needs to watch that. If you're gonna deflect it, make sure you deflect it away and you're sure You're assertive. You don't just stick out your foot. Because if he's just sticking out his foot, it could just,
what happened against
sometimes when the keeper has it covered, you could actually deflect it and fool the goalkeeper, and then the ball goes inside the net.
So you're giving him a 5?
I'll give him a steady 5, yeah.
Ooh, I thought he deserved more than that. But hey, Adam, Bayi.
Because he didn't play long enough. Yeah, that's
right,
why.
Right. Bayi?
Boy, yeah, 5. Well, no, I'm going to go at least 5.5. I thought he came on.
Yeah, he only played for like 10 minutes.
Yeah,
so
didn't
it's
play
Okay, I thought it was longer than that. So
no, I thought he was okay.
So Van der Beek is not even going to get a 5 at this point.
No, he'll get a 5. Yeah,
he'll get a 5
because he came in just steady 5. Didn't do too bad. Didn't do too
so
good.
Both giving Van der Beek
he
5.
gave that free kick away, which was a bit worrying. But, and even though he never touched him, but yeah. That was a bit of a Fred moment,
Right.
And he's got that in his game too, Donny. He's been doing that a little bit lately.
So, what are you giving Rangnick? Selection, tactics, substitution today. What are you giving Rangnick? Adam?
Yeah, I thought his subs were poor today. I was busting for a sub today. I really was. And that was early into the second. I thought he may have made a couple of subs at half time, or at least one anyway. The players are still learning his way, but today was just totally different to other games. The last 2 games, it was totally different, wasn't it? There was no pressing, regardless of the weather. You can still press,
right?
And you don't have the ball. So I actually thought that whether it's the players or his tactics, I don't know. So, but I'm not going to give him any more than a 6.
6. Ken.
Yeah, so if you said to me, if we played like we did today against Palace, right, and then played the way we played against Palace today against Norwich, that would have made sense. Because the first game, you could go, okay, well, yeah, he's only had 48 hours to train with the team, so he's still Ollie's team. Do you know what I mean? He's still the same Ollie at the wheel team. And then if we played like we did against Palace today, where we pressed them in the first 20 minutes, 30 minutes, and then we kind of tired out towards the end of the first half and then second half. You could then say, okay, yeah, so you can see the systems now coming into, he's had a week, the players have rested, he's had a week, and now we can see the systems coming in, but the players can't deal with it yet because they're not fit enough. But then, what happened today doesn't make any sense. We saw a massive change in system in a positive way against Palace within 48 hours. And then after a week of rest and time, to train and work with the guys, we've gone back to where we were before. So I don't know. Didn't make sense. Anyway, there was no pressing. There was no intensity. There was no cohesion. It looked like Ollie again. Like Adam said, the subs were not on point. But the biggest issue for me is the fact that he wasn't shouting or trying to affect the game from the touchline. Everyone could see something wasn't right. There were, like I said, all the things I mentioned, no cohesion, no intensity. I expected him to shout at players, what are you doing? Quicker, come on, let's get going, guys. Come on. He was just looking at, I know he's still trying to understand the players, trying to understand how they are, but we were at risk of dropping points today, and we couldn't, because West Ham are on form. And next on Wednesday, West Ham are playing Arsenal.
Ooh.
So yeah, exactly. It's Arsenal versus West Ham. So in terms of today's result, it's a great result because I can see West Ham and Arsenal drawing, or at least one of them will drop points anyway. So we needed to win
Who's our
today.
United baby crying?
Yeah, she's
send our love to her. Also him.
Would do. Yeah. Right. So yeah, that's it. I think I'll give him a 4. Give him a 4. To play so well against Palace.
Right. And the drop was a bit too much. Right.
And then come back again and then regress, and him not being able to affect the game from the touchline. In-game management was non-existent today. So yeah, I'll give him a 4 today. Right. And I know this is not me saying Ragnick out. This is me saying based on today's game, he should have done a lot better. He should have changed the system. It doesn't have to be 4-2-2-2. Yes, that's your preferred system. But dude, it wasn't working today. After 15 minutes, you could clearly see it wasn't working. Change it to 4-3-3 or
something
4-4-2.
else.
Do something else. That's where your Tuchels, your Peps, your Klopps would have. They don't. Once something's not working, they'll either make a change or they'll change the system. And he didn't do that today. So, yeah, 4.
Right. The whole team performance today, what are you giving them, Adam, quickly? What are you giving them? What are you
The
giving
whole team performance today?
Yeah.
They got the win. They got the 3 points.
Clean sheet.
It was a clean sheet as well. I've got to give them 6.5.
Ken.
Yeah, based on performance, I'll give them a 4. But based on result, I'll give them a 6. Yes, because we won and we kept a clean sheet. If you're looking at the result, then yeah, it'll be a 6.
Performance was poor.
Performance was poor. Shocking.
Right. We all know on Tuesday we have Brentford.
Oof.
Adam, I need a predicting score, please.
Yeah, mate. Look, Brentford's scary, isn't it?
Very scary.
It
Look what they did to Liverpool.
Yeah. You know me, I'll back United, but I think it's going. They will score. They will score. Norwich had chances today to score. De Gea needs a cape, mate. He's Superman at the moment, and but I do think we may cop one in that game. Is it at home or away?
It's away.
It's away.
It's away,
mate.
Yeah, it's away. So it's even
but
tougher.
we go all right away, don't we? So look, I'm going to say United 2-1.
2-1 United. Ken.
Yeah, I can see us winning that as long as we don't. If we play like the way. So if we play the same way we played against Palace, we'll win the game. But if we play like we did today, we'll lose the game. So Rangnick's got a lot of work to do this week. Well, between today and Monday, 48 hours, or
these games are coming thick and fast, mate.
Yeah, 3 a week at the moment.
So he needs to make a change, either personnel change or system change, or if he's going to keep it the same, we absolutely have to press them. If we let them play, because I can tell you that manager, Brentford's manager, is very good. He's looking at he's watching this game and he's probably going, boys, you know what, we could get at this team now. If we do what we do best, we can get a result against Man United. So we just need to make sure that if we play the same way we played against Palace, but even longer periods, high pressing, intensity, keep the ball moving quickly. I think we'll win. I think it'll be probably say 1-0 again.
1-0 to the United.
Yeah, KG 1-0.
Well, we've come to that time of the day. Adam, I know you've been up. United didn't disappoint you. They disappointed you to a point, but they gave you 3 points.
But
so it's not so bad, Adam. So Adam, you didn't stay up for a bad result. You stayed up for a bad performance for 3 points. At the end of the season, they count points.
Yeah, that's it.
Right.
It was a massive 3 points today.
It was, mate.
No,
it was.
Yeah.
But people are going to say it's only Norwich. But Norwich played they played well.
And they've got good managers. They've got a new manager as well. Yeah.
Right. So they too are trying to do well. So it's been an absolute pleasure having the post-match with you guys today. There might be a part 2 tomorrow. I will see how I feel, but tomorrow's intense. So Adam, thank you for joining us once again. It's been a great result.
Cheers.
You could go back to bed and have a rest, have a cup of tea and chill out and watch the highlights, or go and watch United's greatest hits from the 90s, which will give you more pleasure to smile. Ken, thank you for joining us. Send our love to your beautiful United fan who was there. Send our love to them. We'll see you guys soon. Don't forget to like, share. Anyone who can watch, share, and tell them I was on the show today. So hear my comments. Do you agree with me? Share the comments. From us, it's goodbye and good night. Glory, glory.
United. Man United.
See you guys very soon. Take care. God bless.
Take care.
All right, brother.
See you guys. Be safe.
Bye.